Hi everyone, I'm Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. At the end of last episode, we were about to be raided by these five people from the Goo Oink. The Goo Oink are our arch enemies, and we just got through getting raided by somebody else, so we're a little bit weakened, and we have people all over the place, and some people even hurt. We have 4 people that are actually hurt. So this is going to be a pretty tough battle. Let's take a quick look and see. I think they all have ranged weapons. Yeah, some have frag grenades. All right, so let's rally the troops. But we're gonna need to be smart about it because, again, like I said, a lot of people are actually hurt. And then after we defeat them, if we defeat them, we will talk about what we're going to be doing this episode. All right, Martin is asleep. It's time to wake up, Martin. You're a little hungry, but you're in good health, so you're getting drafted. Fluff, you need to also be drafted. Zyph, you're cooking. This is more important. Andra's pretty hurt, I think. She has the flu. She also has a gun, and we need that, so she's got to wake up. Zega also has the flu. This is probably all from that party they recently had. Now 4 people have the flu. Phil, Galvin, Rice, and Alessia. So actually, I'm waking up everybody except for the kid, Tiffy, of course. All right. I don't know if they're attacking immediately. It didn't really indicate that, but we're going to assume that they are. And if they are, they're either going to split left or right. They're all heading left. And we have a couple of little choke points here. So we're actually not in bad shape there, but we need to give people time to get set up into a defensive kind of position. So go this way. And let's see how this unfolds. Where are they headed? This is a weird... Okay, they're waiting, I think, is what's happening. Okay, good. Perfect. What I'm going to try to do is get them to come through here. Preferably here. Martin doesn't have a weapon. Oh, okay. I missed that. Okay, what kind of weapon do we want to give him? How about a... How about a machine pistol? Martin, go ahead and grab that, and then come on back to right here, maybe? Phil, I feel like you should be here because of that guy over there. Fluff has a revolver. She's our main doctor, and I really need to protect her, so I'm going to leave her behind the wall. Andra... Actually, Andra is in a shoot frenzy. What does that mean exactly? I forget. I can't hover over it to see what that actually means. I just think it means she's going to be much better at shooting for a little bit of time. Okay, we'll get her there. Zega has a revolver. She's going to kind of be back up. Right next to Fluff. And then Rice has the Molotov cocktail. So actually that could help with getting them into a certain path. When I'm ready, I might actually throw a couple of Molotovs at them. And who else have I not moved yet? I think Zyph. Zyph has a nerve spiker. He's going to stay with Phil. I think everybody's going to move now once I unpause. Oh, Galvin. Let's see how this works out. Okay, you're good. Get in position. Nice. I think they're starting their attack. I'm still going to keep Zyph and Phil over here, though, because I feel like one or two are going to come down. These two seem like they come straight east. Yeah, they are. Okay. They're shooting at Zyph. Zyph's about to shoot back. His bullet's out, so let's move. Let's draw them in so we're in a better position here. And then where's Rice? Rice, throw your Molotovs. Okay, you need line of sight. I knew that. I should have known that at least. You know, routing them is harder than I think. For example, I mean, I could put Molotov right here. And then that will mean that they're not going to come that way. But that's not going to give me many angles to shoot them. So I think I'm going to take a step back. We're going to get everybody back here, behind this wall. Except for Phil and Zyph. And only if they have only two here. Rice is going to throw Molotov right here in a second. Yep. Right here to prevent them from coming this way. And in fact, because of that move, I think we're going to get Zyph and Phil and move them too. Keep them protected. Phil just got hurt, I think. He did. Okay, Rice just did that with the Molotov. That's good. So can you do it over here too? Let me see if she can do that too. Oh. They'll get impatient though and they'll come in. I have to be really careful because one of them has frag grenades. Rice is just setting all this on fire to kind of route them. It's not working. They're not falling for it. It's not working. Andra, get up there and take a couple of quick shots at them. Martin, you too. You're going to do that too. Back her off. Is he going to come? Come on. Come on. All right, Rice, Phil, Zyph. For some reason, I'm not feeling like this is being executed really well. They're not coming in. I think I need turrets or something. Let's see, what's my range here with this? Martin? With this guy. Okay. He's going to die in 13 hours, so he's kind of hurt. Let's go for this guy, see if we can get him real quick up close. He's the one with the frag grenade, so that's going to hurt. Andra, get there. That'll be a good vantage point. It says they're beginning their assault, but they've been assaulting. Martin, back up. We gotta get this frag grenade guy because he's probably the most dangerous. He's dead or down. He is dead. That grenade's gonna blow up, so don't move, Martin. Let's get some other people involved. Martin can get here. I want Squiggle. Let's do this to prevent their retreat. Although that might not be smart. Timing-wise, I think that might work. It did. Okay, good. So now that one's on fire. We're going to kind of flank these. That one is dead. Let's go for him. Andra, move on up. Rice, move on this way. Everybody move this way, but Fluff, we're going to make you hang back. They're undercover right now, so I think I need to get a better spot. Andra's good. Phil's got his little bow. He's going to be backup because they're going to start fleeing and he's going to attack them when they flee. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, they're fleeing. There's one that way. Andra is going to go after that one with Martin. And they're going to go up that way. Alright, we can back off. It's fine. Okay. We are good. Oh, he's down. He's not dead. He's down. Or she. Kaub. Alright, let's see. Is it going to be execution right now? Or is it going to be somebody we can make use of? Well, they're about to die in 6 hours. And their traits are they're too smart. So Kaub, it's K-O-U-B. I would say it's Kaub. Kaub is too smart for her own good. She learns everything much faster than everyone, but can be quite eccentric. So she has a plus 75% global learning factor. She's incapable of caring, so she won't do doctor, child care, she won't be a warden, and she won't do firefighting. But she has a burning passion for plants and is already 11, a skill level 11 in that. And we need somebody doing that. So although the Guoink are not our ally by any stretch of the imagination, I think it would make sense to try to rescue them and see if we can get them healed up. Let's make this a prisoner bed. Changing bed use affects the whole room since prisoners and colonists cannot sleep in the same room. Okay, yeah. I think that means we have to close the doors too. This may be a mistake. But hey, we'll learn. Let's see. Make all this allowed. Who's the person that can get to Rice more quickly? Or this person, Kaub. Capture Kaub. And then Fluff needs to be like ready to go. I think Zyph is going. Don't walk through the fire. Yep. I'm going to put Fluff in this little medical room because that's where we're going to... What's getting attacked right now? What just happened? I just heard somebody get shot. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's happening over here? We got 2 other people attacking us. They didn't flee. 3 people attacking us. 4. And they're in our base. Okay. I didn't know that. Sneaky, sneaky. There's a turret right there, though, but is it not shooting it? Okay, well, let's get Andra in position. Zyph is carrying our new person. I did not realize we were getting attacked this way. Let's pay attention. So we have two things to keep track of. This attack from the east, which that's the most important thing. And then Zyph is carrying back Kaub, who's going to die in 5 hours. Fluff is probably going to be able to save her, though. But let's see what's going on over here. Why is the turret not shooting? Okay, turret's shooting. Wow, that turret's pretty weak. It's gonna blow up. Well, that guy's down at least, or is he dead? He's dead. And that turret's gonna explode. Well, there goes that turret. Gave us a component, though, at least, which we kind of needed. This guy came up here. Let's get behind here, Alessia. Okay, Kaub is there. Fluff, I want you to tend, not without medicine. Let's use medicine. Why not? Alessia is kind of hurt. Needs to take a step back because of this turret. Rice is going to get behind this cactus. Galvin, your range should be pretty good, I would think. So you're going to head over there. Andra is shooting it out with this person. And is good so far. And Humps is hurt pretty badly. So he's going to die any second, I hope. Oh, Kaub died. That's fine. We tried. I don't like the splitting their fire here. I'm going to get Andra back up this way. Zyph is going to get in this doorway to get this guy. And these two, Alessia and Galvin, are going to concentrate on this off whatever that... What is that person's name? Palp Moyag. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say. That person's dead. You guys are really bad at shooting. It is pathetic. I mean, what? Look at this. Look how many shots. Okay, he's dead. Okay, now you can all go about your business and go get healed up and stuff. We have 4 hospital beds. Let's do a quick health check to make sure nobody's crazy and isn't going to bed when they should be. Nobody's hurt except for Alessia. She has a gunshot, but she's in no danger of dying from blood loss, so she's okay. Okay, so that raid was bigger than I thought. It was 9 people. From the Guoink, we tried to capture 1, and the injuries were just too much, so I'm not sad about it. That's fine. We actually have Daesh. That's a prisoner that we were trying to recruit. Their resistance is 20.7, so it's a little bit high. But I think we'll break them. Break her. Okay. Quest active. A new quest. What is this? Hornet's Diplomacy. In Bilbrey, Hornet, High Chief of Loten, has sent us a message. He wants to talk with us in a nearby location. It could be a great opportunity to improve relations with their faction and receive gifts. But beware, a poor negotiator can cause more harm than good and may even anger them. Other factions will respect you more if you send your leader to handle the negotiations. What does that mean? I don't have a leader. Who's my leader? Martin? Just grumbles under his breath. Okay, let's see. How do I know this isn't an ambush? I mean, the High Chief of the Loten. Let's look at our diplomacy here. Okay, the Loten are hostile, but they're of the type that they actually can actually be improved, whereas we have three factions that cannot be improved no matter what we do. I would think it's got to be Martin. He's the best social. So he's 7. Let me just check all this real quick. Things may have changed. It's got to be Martin. It's going to be Martin. After they heal up a little bit, that's what's going to happen. Okay, now we have something else happening here. Every year on 2nd of September, Fielders can have a special celebration to begin the ritual. Okay, this is begin Arctic celebration. All right, well, while they're healing up and repairing and doing other stuff, let's catch up, right? We are gestating another mech, and it's going to be a lifter. That's going to help us with hauling. That's really been a huge improvement with getting things done. Another goal for this episode is I want to get our actual bedrooms done. No, there are some people that actually don't even have a bedroom. That's kind of unacceptable. Phil and Andra got married last episode, so they're going to have their own double bed here. Our food situation is great. We have our little construction guy, a little mech, and he is going along and fixing things. And let's see, let me move that guy. Tiffy is, what are you doing? Drawing on the ground? Some chalk markings here? Okay. And what else do we have to accomplish? Now we have a constant supply of components because we have a fabricator, and we're able to get steel. There was another interesting thing that happened at the end of last episode too. We discovered a power source, or in fact, it's from a quest. That's right. we have to build this monument. And whenever we build this monument, we'll get this power source that it creates power out of nothing. And that's what I'm going to use to move around with this deep drill. And that'll make it that we can move wherever we want without wires. We can just get this steel that's right here, and then we'll move the deep drill somewhere else, and so on. So let's make this monument kind of a priority. Now let's look at Reg. What's going on with Reg? So Reg, he's all here by himself. He's going to eat a meal right now because he was about to break for some reason. I need to clean up his base and give him some things to work on, but he does have plenty to work on right now, so I'm not too worried about it. This is plenty. He's plenty fine. We have a psychic ship. A large piece of an ancient ship has crashed. Your colonists can feel it in the back of their mind, exhorting unspeakable acts. It must have an onboard machine persona with psychic projection ability, and this persona is not friendly. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware, it will probably defend itself. Uh-oh. What's all this? What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you? Psychic drone level? And these are scythers? So 4 of them. This is going to be rough. They're resistant, 200% resistant to heat. Okay. Fast, spindly, human-sized combat mechanoids specializing in rapid approach and close-range combat. Their bodies are covered in points and blades, but they mostly use their 2 arm blades to lop off limbs or gut their victims alive. I don't like the sound of this at all. Not at all. What are we going to do here? We really don't have enough to kind of like lure them anywhere. But we do need to get it to a point where they're destroyed, because I can't have them just hanging around like this. I'm gonna just kind of wait until everybody's healthy, and then I'll make my way down here. Okay, how many people do we have? We have 10 people in this base, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have bedrooms enough bedroom for 11 people whenever we're done with this, so we'll be fine. I'm really worried about these scythers or whatever. Martin, what are you doing? You're going all the way down here to harvest agave. I guess I told him to do that. What can I do to make this less painful? I have a feeling that is if I can I make like traps or something? I don't think they're not gonna fall for traps. So I think I might just have to like, what's their speed? Let's see their speed. 4.7. That's not that. I mean, it's fast, but it's not like super fast. The problem is it's four of them, and I only have like 8 fighters. Rice, you're not. You're gonna get what else do you? You're gonna get no. We don't want you at melee. I'm gonna give you a gun. Bluff is tending people. Great. We don't have any armor yet, so we really can't take them head on. I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hit by these actual things at all. I'm just gonna wait until they're perfectly healthy, and then we're gonna execute a really good plan. Okay, Reg is back in business. Yeah, I need to clean up his base. Not yet, though. What can we do? They're melee, so I'm not going to worry about making even any kind of like... I was thinking I would make like sandbags so that I would have cover. They're just going to rush, close the distance, and they're going to attack. And they're just going to attack at melee distance. So when I do execute this little attack here, we're gonna stick to like being behind these trees, get in perfect position, and then just attack. Oh, this lifter's almost done. Gestation is complete, but Phil is currently healing up. A boomalope has become tame. I can't like tell you to go and... Well, they're resistant to fire anyway. I was thinking I could tell the boomalope to go by him, by those scythers. But that does give me an idea. What animals do we have on the map? A mega sloth, but I don't think that's going to work. Yeah, I was thinking that I could kind of use Martin's war cry. This little constructoid actually does just a very steady job. Okay, Phil just got that lifter going. And the first thing the lifter did was take a toxic waste pack. And it's putting this in this little room that I made. This is a whole other issue that we're going to have, by the way. One waste pack will dissolve every 16 days. Unless they're frozen. And I gotta get this room down to a temperature where it's frozen. It's not there yet. Because I need 2 coolers. I'm not gonna rush it. I'm gonna let everybody do what they gotta do. I like these little guys, though. I could see a colony using mechs to supplement colonists. But what I think my goal is going to be really for the menial tasks, the cleaning, the hauling, the tasks that can't be increased in skill or impacted by skill. So those are the things that I want to concentrate on. So lifters and cleaners. But everything else, my colonists are always going to do better. Because I think the skill level's at 10. So like, where's the little constructoid? Construction level, work skill 10. So that's pretty decent, but it's not as good as a colonist could pretty easily get to. Okay, how are we looking, guys? I want to attack and get rid of these things. I'm also researching bioregeneration because this will heal scars. It will regenerate small body parts like fingers and toes and cure many of the physical maladies that come with old age. It's going to be expensive. There's going to be a lot that goes into actually making these caskets, or not caskets, but like these pods in everybody's bedroom. But they'll be in better moods because they won't be in pain. They'll move around more quickly. And so I'm going to pursue that coming up here. Hopefully by the end of this episode, I'll have at least one built. Okay, so here's a Mega Sloth. I think, I could be wrong, I think I can use Martin's War Cry on it. This is the goal. I can use Martin's War Cry on the Mega Sloth. Hopefully it doesn't get mad at me for doing that. So I have to be set up defensively to kill the Mega Sloth in case it gets mad at me. But if it doesn't get mad at me, then it's on our side. Then all I have to do is bait the Scythers toward the Mega Sloth and attack him in that way while he's distracted. While he's distracting the sides. Zyph is a 4.48. He's the fastest one we have. So he would be the one to bait them. Yep. Oh, no. Alessia is 4.6. And these things are 4.7. So what's all that? It says building rubble on the ground. All right, let's execute this plan. They're as good as they're going to get. Make sure everybody has at least a ranged weapon. Yep. Let's go. Oh, I can't even do the animal war call because it's on cooldown. Well, there you go. Let's just execute our plan regardless. This could be a disaster. We're about to find out. I actually think I'm going to lure them back to the base. I think that's the smartest thing to do. So let me do that. Let me do that. Alessia, you're actually going to be headed down that way because you need to lure them. Hopefully you can make it back in time. You need a weapon with bigger range, longer range. Okay. What's this biomutation lance that she has? The biomutation lance twists and reshapes the musculature of the target. Okay, well, they're mechs or whatever, so it's not going to work. I'm trying to see which one has the bigger range. This auto pistol or the SMG. The auto pistol actually has a better range. All right, let's go. This is gonna be dangerous. So the plan here is that Alessia shoots one of these and then immediately runs back to base. But she's so far from base, I'm wondering if they're gonna catch up to her. She has 4.6 move speed. They have 4.7. That's barely a difference. So she should be able to outrun them back since she already has the lead. Shoot this one right here and see what happens. Come on. Get one shot. Okay. It's triggered. And this suddenly feels like it was a very bad mistake. But let's see what happens. She is fast. I think she'll be able to do it. She just keeps going. She is going to have a problem right there. Uh-oh. Okay, we have a problem. She might die. She might die. Okay, what are you doing, Zega? Let's go meet him. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Take the fight. This is bad. This is all bad. Every bit of this is bad. Does this mutator thing work on these? I don't think it does. I'm gonna try it. I don't have an option. It's not animal human. Okay. I thought this was a well-conceived plan. Come on, Alessia, what are you doing? They're hot on your tail. Okay, go that way, go that way. Okay. Guys, get set up. Is that going to be enough time? Maybe that? Come on, let's go straight, go straight, go straight. We got to get into a defensive position. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. She's going to get hit right now. She got hit. Zyfe should be in range. He is. Alessia needs to keep running. Wow, she got hurt bad. These guys hurt. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She is gonna probably get downed and maybe get killed. Zyfe hit that. Okay, she needs rescue, which means she's down. She's gonna die in 6 hours. They're probably gonna start. They're gonna continue to shoot her or try to hurt her. I mean. Okay, let's be smart. The ones that are slowed down, we don't care about as much, but we do care about the ones that are rushing us. Uh-oh. They actually can take a lot of damage. I'm in actually a lot of trouble right now. Okay. I'm in a lot of trouble. Let's focus fire. U4 on that one. This is not going to work. We're definitely going to... Somebody's going to die. And Fluff's getting attacked right now. No. Rice is down. Zega, thanks for joining the party. Oh no. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. Galvin, get out of the way. Okay, they're all dead? Okay. Fluff's about to die. She's got to go. Galvin has 9 hours till he dies. Alessia dies in 6 hours. Zyfe, you need to rescue Alessia. Phil, you're gonna, I guess, go eat. Andra. Zega, I think you're a medic also? Yeah, okay, good. So you're gonna heal Fluff. Let me make sure I have everybody covered. So, people that are going to die have priority, okay? Galvin. Fluff is in rough shape. Alessia's going to die in 6 hours. Zega doesn't have it. Can Zega... Where's Zyfe? Zyfe's the fastest one compared to Alessia. Next to Alessia. If he can get her to a bed real quick, she might be alright. But if it gets to like 3 hours, I'm going to have somebody heal her without medicine, which is not great. And Rice is down. Rice is going to die in 6 hours. Andra, rescue Rice. We need Rice. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's do it. Let's be smart. Fluff dies in 12. Galvin in 9. Rice in 6. Alessia in 6. Tiffy, I need you out of the bed. Sorry. Who is holding Alessia? Where are you going with Alessia? Okay, going there. Great. Andra, who do you have? You're rescuing Rice. Where are you going with Rice? To Rice's bedroom. No. That is not what we want you to do. We're going to rescue Rice. And you should bring her to the hospital. Okay, you now are. Fluff is going there. Galvin's going there. Zega, you need to be on duty to heal people. What I think needs to happen is Alessia needs to get healed by Fluff and Zega needs to heal Fluff. $5 hours for Rice. 5 hours for Alessia. Are they both being carried? They are. 5 hours, 5 hours. Okay. Zega's on standby. Zega is going to heal Rice right now. Tend to Rice. Because Rice is going to die in 5 hours. Fluff, I know you're hurt. But I need you to heal Alessia. And then Galvin, you're just going to have to hang out for a minute. Okay, Rice is going to die in 5 hours, but I think we'll be okay. Alessia's going to die in 5, but I think we'll also be okay. 8 hours for Rice. 6 hours now for Alessia, but they're getting healed up. Martin, you're getting kicked out. Okay, Rice is, I think, completely healed or about to be. Okay, Zega. Heal Galvin. And then you can feed Rice. Okay. Okay, Alessia is good. Will not die. Okay. Zega. Let's heal Fluff, and then I think we're okay with everybody. Yep. Well, that was rough. That was a very close call. We killed all 4, but we had 2 downed. Rice and Alessia. And what I learned is that even though it was only a 0.1 difference in move speed, they caught up fairly quickly. Look at all this blood. Oh, there's cargo pods. You have detected cluster of cargo pods. What is that? Hyperweave. Okay. I'm trying to select all the steel that's on the map. Okay, we got to get around to building this monument too, by the way, because I really want that power source that's independent and doesn't need any fuel. I think whenever we recover from this, everybody will get back to normal. They'll get to working on that and we'll be okay. That was rough. I could have, I guess, asked somebody for help. Rice is no longer capable of walking. Great. She just took off her pants for some reason. I think because they're 50%. Yeah. We really need more Devil Strand. That dromedary is just going over that steam geyser and shut off. It stopped erupting right as it was about to go over it. That would have been a bad day for the dromedary. Okay. Who's in a major break risk? Alessia? Oh, I see what's happening here. So I have a clothing policy because they get upset if they wear anything that's tattered, which is, I think, 50% and below. So I put in their their apparel policy to not wear that stuff. And now what's happening is they got attacked by those scythes and got their stuff got damaged. So they're taking it off. And now they're going to be upset because they're going to be walking around half naked. Yeah, like right now she's not wearing any clothes, Alessia. And she probably is going to have something that says, yep, uncovered groin, chest, and hair. It's wrong to be displaying myself like this. Only the face must be visible. Well, we're just going to have to make more clothes, but we just don't have the materials to do that just yet. Devil Strand just takes way too long. But we don't really have any... We don't have any cotton. We don't really have anything. We have some leather, but it's not a lot. I might just buy Devil Strand at some point. Or just wait till we have cotton. Okay, this lifter is really doing a good job moving all the stuff around. Look at all... There was only like 3 things in here, 5 things in here at most. Martin is starving. Okay. So as always with this game, goals change. So our first immediate goal is to make sure everybody's healthy and okay, and then we have to get everything cleaned up because we're going to start having food poisoning and infections and that sort of thing. So I am going to put in here a bill in the gestator to get a clean sweeper. I think that's going to solve so many issues. So we're going to make a clean sweeper. We need a subcore. So we're going to make one subcore, which I think takes, what, 2 components? Yep. 2 components, and I think Phil needs to be the one to do that. Well, you know, there's one thing that I kind of forgot about. This thing we have to actually kill. So we got those Scythers, but we actually have to kill this psychic drone as well. Who do we want to send to do that? I think Galvin probably would want to do that. He's still hurt though, so let's just send Zyph. Phil's working on that subcore. And then Phil, I would like you to work. Why can't you? Here's the subcore right there. Yep. Where are you going? Let's go and get steel. Okay. Zyph, you down here yet? You are. You just got here. Good. How many shots is this going to take you? Oh, a lot. Only doing what? 16? That's going to take like 75 shots? Alright, he's about to make the clean sweeper start gestating. It's probably going to take 2 days. Yeah, so 2 days until we have a clean sweeper. That, I think, is going to be life-changing for everybody here. Finally making that. I assume it's going to blow up. Okay. What dropped out of here? An advanced component. Those are currently pretty rare for me. 60 steel and 10 plasteel and a bunch of steel slag chunks. We have an electric smelter. We're going to smelt metal from slag. Oh, I just realized something else. And we'll look at that in a second. Rice tried to convert Galvin to her ideology. Galvin's certainty has fallen and resents the attempt. I actually want everybody to be, I know I've said this before, but I want everybody to be Rice's ideologian. It's the free path. It's just, it's like the easiest one, it seems like. But we need an exochrome archotechnist and an archonic rector. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. We have a smelter here. We have steel slags. We need to make something. We want to smelt metal from slag. We're going to do that forever. Because I just always need steel. So we're going to do that forever. Another build that I just saw that we need to look at a little bit here is we can either smelt a weapon or destroy a weapon, or smelt apparel or destroy apparel. So smelting a weapon use heat and strong electromagnets to break down weapons into useful resources. I assume the same for apparel. Yep, the same for apparel. So that's good. Let's do the apparel policy. Let's take a look at that. I have Devil Strand outfit as the actual name, but that's not really accurate. Let's just do outfit, standard outfit. And it needs to be 51 to 100% hit points. I think that's what we're going to do for now. Which means we can smelt anything that is 50% or less. Let's add a bill. Smelt apparel. Details will say anything that is 0 to 50% hit points. It's not letting me do 50. There we go. Allow bio-coated apparel. I don't know if that's extra valuable, so I'm gonna uncheck that. Okay, allow clean apparel. Allow tainted apparel. Yes, yes. Headgear and so forth. Yeah, if it's less than 50%, I really just don't care about it. So we're just gonna smelt it. But the other thing I did just notice is, we're going to move that up in the priority. The other thing I did just notice is the tainted apparel. Are they allowed to wear tainted? Let's check. Allow tainted. Nope. We're gonna get rid of that. I don't know if that's a bad move or not, but we'll see. So that means I want to add another bill to smelt apparel that is tainted only. Because if it's tainted, I want them all gone. Okay, move that up to the top. And we're going to see if this works out the way I think it is, or if I made a mistake. Oh, look, he's building the monument. It's building the monument. Seven days we have to complete this. Let's take a quick look here. I'm thinking about the mech recharging schedule. They use 10% energy a day, and they take 2 days to fully recharge. That mech station gives them 50% energy per day. So this Constructoid, that's 17%. This lifter's at 56%. This other lifter is at 34%. There's going to be a little bit of an overlap problem there. So I should make another one of those rechargers. Where's the fire? Must be lightning. Oh, Reg. You know, I didn't think about that. Does Reg do firefighting? Yeah, okay. So if anything, he will. All right, Reg, do we want to pay a little bit of attention to you for a second? Let's see this flesh here that we haven't removed. That'll help your attitude here. There was a whole bunch down this way that he got rid of. And it looks like he's been burying people. There's... Oh, there must be more corpses than I remembered. So, go ahead and build a couple more grave sites here. Okay. Hope that doesn't get to there. We'll see. If it moves at all, I'll wake Reg up. He's awake. Alright, so there's plenty of rice here. Plenty of rice. In fact, a little too much for what we need. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. I think he'll be okay. I hope he'll be okay. I'm watching just to see if he's getting overwhelmed. Not that I really could do anything about it. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, he'll be okay. Okay. I think we want this whole thing to be a freezer. I can't afford for him to run out of food. He's all alone, and that would be a problem. So I want to deconstruct these right here. Expand this zone. We'll clean that up whenever we can. That's the kitchen. This is going to be the freezer. This is going to be all-purpose stock. I'll probably expand it a little bit whenever I need to. He's going to need a good bedroom so that he feels good about life. And I'll probably expand this kitchen a little bit here. I need really wooden doors for him. Medical emergency, who? What's going on with Andra? She has extreme flu. Well, I can't do anything to her or heal her. Her immunity is 96.2 and her flu is 84%. So she's gonna fight it. She'll be okay, but it said there was a medical emergency. I'm not sure why. Yeah, she'll be okay. Okay, Reg is still beating at fires. Just trying to build out the space a little bit for him. And I'm replacing the inner doors with wooden doors because they open more quickly. Okay, making him deconstruct all this so that way when I have time to come back here, it'll be done. A fault in electrical conduit has caused a short circuit. All 1,564 watts of energy have been discharged. That was it? Just that little explosion there? Andra is being tended, I believe. Andra is about to be immune to the flu. She's good. Okay. Galvin. He's still pretty hurt. Oh, good. They're building this monument. I do remember in the quest it said that you have to keep this monument up for at least 30 days and that there may be things that attack it. If any part of it gets destroyed, there'll be a problem. Okay, so this hay is really maturing. Great. Once I get this hay all done, I am going to close up this pen and keep all these guys in here. I'm going to have a little spot for the hen. And everything will be good. Thinking of putting hay here too. Maybe moving the hens a little bit closer. Okay, once they had a chance to breed, they got all caught up. So let's see. Oh, Phil and Andra, you're supposed to be here. I forgot all about Daesh. They're still being recruited. Galvin just took off his pants too. We need clothes. Cotton's almost ready. We can make some stuff out of cotton. Why is there no power for this tailor bench? Oh, I guess... there's no grid excess? So this geothermal generator can't keep up with all the power? We may need to accelerate our plans here and build another geothermal generator then. What do I need to build one? 8 components and enough and some steel. Huh. I don't know if that's super important right now, but I'm running out of electricity, so okay, one of the air conditioners was set to 70. And the other one was set to 26. So now they're both set to 26 and we'll see what happens. I did assign both Andra and Phil to their bed. So they should hopefully be happy about that. Okay, what's our power situation? We don't have enough excess. We need to make a geothermal generator. And I probably need to build a room or something around it. Which means this pen might need to move slightly. I should have realized that. That's bad design on my part. Okay. I don't know what I really need for this other than just like a room around it. I'm not even sure I need that. But I'm going to do that because it seems weird to not have a room around it. We'll do like a little maintenance spot if we need to. And then do we need to do a little vent trick? If that's even a trick. So it doesn't overheat or something? Because that's what was happening. I still don't understand that. Maybe we'll leave it alone for now. And see if we really do need that. We want to remove the roof. We do not want a roof in here. Okay. We'll need some sandstone blocks, but we'll get those pretty quickly. They're almost done with this monument. Come on, let's get that monument done. We'll put the conduit this way. I do feel like the conduit should not be exposed. A waterproof conduit right here. Insulated electrical cables for transmitting power under shallow water. No, that's not what I want. Let's redo this a little bit here. Once that goes away, we'll do that, and now we could connect a room or something here. I'm not sure exactly what, but I don't want that conduit to be exposed. I gotta think about what I want to put here. Like what can go in this room here that makes sense. Not sure. It could be another storage room, but I might just leave it alone for now. I do want, again, I want the power conduit to not be exposed. Alright, they'll work on that whenever they get a chance. This monument's being worked on steadily as well. The constructor is probably about to... Yep, he's about to die. 7% energy left. How far along is the clean sweeper? 16 more hours. Great. So, Andra is milking the Boomalope. I didn't know Boomalopes had milk. What is it that they give us? Let's see. $11 milk every day. Wow, they're just finally getting all cleaned up inside. I am kind of happy. I have not had to worry about food. They've been doing a good job on it. Zyph's been the main cook. We have enough rice. We have enough whatever else. We're about to get a yield of corn. A harvest of corn. And cotton as well. Alright, so everything's under control. Let's let them just do what they're doing. Now, while they're doing that, let's check out one thing so I don't lose track of it. Quests. The construction of the monument needs to be done in 6 days. It's going to be done pretty soon, so I think we'll be okay. Let's just double check. There's 2 more doors that need to be done, 8 more walls, and 2 more flagstone floor tiles. That's about to be done. Okay. Next. I haven't seen anybody making components or turning slag chunks into steel. I thought that was Phil's job, so let's check out Phil. So Phil's crafting is set to a 2. So he's doing everything else other than crafting. He's cutting plants. I'm going to deprioritize that. Same thing with growing and handling animals. So he should start doing smithing pretty soon, right after this. Yep, making component. So he's coming here to get steel to make a component. This is the wrong place for steel. This is the wrong place for steel. Let's say get rid of steel out of there. And in fact, it can go in this room. For now, I'm only going to put steel in here. That's a weird design I did there. I don't know about that. Combat supplier. A trade ship is passing nearby. They are known as Fox Import Company. They're a combat supplier. They are not affiliated with any faction. Does that mean I can use the comms console? Council to do that? Council to do that? I can't talk. Well, wait. What do you mean? How do I trade with them? Oh, look at that. Call Fox Import Company. Why is Tiffany Tiffy doing this? She's radio talking right now. I guess she's learning. You need a powered orbital trade beacon to trade with the ship. Okay, cool. Glad to know that. How do I make that? A powered orbital trade beacon. Here it is. Do they land? Is that what happens? They land? Right there. Resistance fell for Daesh from 18.9 down to 18.1. That was a good one. Can Andra do the construction? Yeah. Don't mess it up. Okay, is it going to get powered? It should. Martin, call that a combat supplier. Let's see what they got. Okay, to send items or silver to orbital traders, you must build an orbital trade beacon and place a stockpile of items near it, which I don't have. Okay, I get it now. I understand. So I can't actually trade. I can't sell things to them because I don't have stockpile by the beacon. That's fine. And everything they have is way too expensive anyway. That shield belt is nice. Shield belt, a projectile repulsion device. It will attempt to stop incoming projectiles or shrapnel, but does nothing against melee attacks or heat. It prevents the wearer from firing out and shuts down instantly if hit by EMP. Wait, what does that mean? That means I can't shoot. Well, why would I want that unless I was just going all melee? Okay, well, there's some good stuff here, but I'm not gonna worry about it. I have medicine, but I can make medicine, so I'm fine. Well, now I know that I need a stockpile. That's going to be my stockpile zone for that if I ever need it. Okay, we're almost done. I think one more wall. Is that it? Yep, one more wall. Who wants to do it? Who wants the honors? I think it's going to be Zega. Yep. Here we go. Well, what do you... No, 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 no. You're not going to walk all the way there and then not do it. That should do it. The monument is complete. Okay, let's read this because it's going to be important. You must now protect the monument for 30 days. If any of it is destroyed, Gray's enforcement system will activate and a new site will appear nearby where there's a weather control machine there forcing weather in the whole region to fog. And there'll be 4 man-hunting snow hares. Okay, fine. So the pods is the vanometric power cell and the hyperweave cloth. That's the thing that I was talking about. The vanometric power cell generates free energy forever without using fuel. This technology is developed by Architects beyond even most Glitter World societies. While nobody knows exactly how it works, scholars believe it somehow extracts energy directly from fluctuations in the quantum foam. So that's perfect for me to like I said I wanted to do. Let's install it. In fact, by that drill. Let's see how it works. What skill do you need for the drill? The other thing I could do with this power cell is it's 1,000 watts. I could have turrets to protect the area as well. I could carry that around with me. In fact, I could bring it with me to when I go on raids. That would be really, really risky. But I could pop down a couple of turrets, and be able to protect myself. What skill do you need for deep drill? Is it a crafter or is it intellect? I don't know. Why is she doing that, Andra? I wanted you to install it here. Oh, the clean sweeper is complete. I think Phil just needs to actually... Oh. Okay. So, Phil and Andra's current activity is loving. So, he can't go and work on that mech. Okay, Rice, let's see how this works, huh? There you go. 1,000 watts. I'm going to see if Galvin can use the drill whenever he wakes up. See how this works. While he's sleeping, let's see about this pen. Let's enclose the pen for once. We're good with food. What's going on with this pen, though? Pen should be enclosed now. Cotton done yet? Almost, right? How much cotton? Do we have any cotton here? It's hyperweave. Well, can we make something out of hyperweave? Let's see. Pants made out of Devil Strand, which was my preferred. 130 hit points. 28 sharp armor, 7% blunt, and 60% heat. Hyperweave is better in everything except for heat, I think. Yeah. I think I'm going to loosen my little restrictions here. We're going to make it that they can make pants out of cloth, Devil Strand, or hyperweave. Because I can't keep having them half naked and all that. So let's change that around. What's going on, Constructoid? Oh, you're deconstructing the door, huh? The clean sweeper has been gestated, and look at him go already. Diving right in, cleaning up the dirt. Seems faster than the other one. Let me check. 3.4 move speed. Maybe it's not faster. The lifter is 2.8. How about the Constructoid? .4. Yeah, so he's faster than the lifters, but not the Constructoid. Okay. This room's going to get deconstructed. We're playing around making this a little bit bigger, I think, is what I was doing. I wanted to make it 7, I think. Tiffy threw up. Okay, did we do anything down here with this drill yet? Galvin? Why don't you take a crack at it? Let's see how this works. What are you doing? Why won't you prioritize drilling? Okay, here it goes. Progress to next portion, 1%. And now he walks away. Why is he losing interest? Let's figure this out. Deep drill. Okay, it just says it could be repositioned. The power output is 1,000 from this vanometric power cell. So if the power output is 1,000, then that means we should have plenty to be able to operate this. Especially because the power needed is 200. Is that the wrong skill set? Like, is it somebody that needs to be... I mean, I would think a miner. Huh. Who's a crafter, maybe? Maybe they have to be a crafter? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Zyph, you give it a shot. Okay, Zyph went back to sleep. So something is going on with the Deep Jewel. We'll have to figure that out a little bit later. Not too worried about it. I have plenty to do over here. Phil is going crazy at this fabrication bench. I'm going to keep 30 components in stock, not 50. This is great for Phil to do because he's a good crafter. In fact, I'm going to lower his, yeah, I already did it. Yeah, his grow and his plant cut. So Fluff is going around cleaning. Let's see if there's something else Fluff can do. Because we have that clean sweeper now. It will be down for 2 days when it's while it's recharging. But why should Fluff be doing that? I mean, Fluff has a burning passion for melee, passion for shooting, but she's also our medic, so I don't want to... There's really not much else she can do. I don't want her to do things that could possibly waste resources. You know what? Construction's not a bad idea for her. Because she's 5, she probably won't botch very many things, so she won't really lose resources. But I'm not going to make her a cook or anything like that. Crafting, she can also do crafting. So let's shift Fluff's focus. Cleaning will be a 3. Hauling a 4. Crafting is going to be a 3. She could do tailoring, but I think I'll leave that to Phil. Yeah, I'm going to put construction up there a little bit for her. And honestly, I will do smithing and tailoring for her. Yeah, that works. Oh, she got right to work. She's repairing that wall. All right, so what do we want to finish up? We want to put some slate tile around in rooms that we haven't done that in. Some marble tile in other areas to make it more grand. That's fine. Do I need to put underneath the generator? I don't know if I do, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, that pen is done. Are they starving or anything like that? No, but they're gonna get close to that. Psychic drone. Every male colonist feels a wave of anxiety and anger. Great. Cotton's almost done. We're really progressing very well. And we're very secure right now. I shouldn't say this, but I am. Everybody has a lamp. Everybody has a nightstand. I don't like that it's not centered, but it is what it is. So marble tile is kind of like our hallway tile. Oh yeah, I wanted to make one of these mech rechargers. Okay. So while we're doing that, and we're getting back to normal a little bit, getting on track with research and everything, the very next thing is bioregeneration. That's almost done. Biosculpting, I can actually make right now. Let's check out that. Biosculptor pod. Let's read it. I think we already did. An immersion pod full of bioactive gel. It can perform a variety of biological alterations, including age reversal and pleasure giving. The pod biotunes to its user at the end of a cycle. While biotuned, it cannot be used by anyone else, but cycles will complete 25% more quickly. Biotuning resets if the pod is unused for 80 days. Which means once somebody uses it, nobody else is using it for another 80 days. So each of these people is going to need one. Or maybe there's a way to do it where it never gets biotuned. Oh, this is huge. I thought I was going to be able to put this in their bedrooms. Oh no. Okay, so I thought I was going to be able to put this in their bedroom. I mean, I guess I kind of still could, but no way. Which means I need like a facility for this stuff. All right, let's plan that out. That'll be the last goal for this episode. We need to plan out where we're going to have biosculpting happen. So let's first think about, we currently have 10 colonists, and we have room for, well, let's call it 10 rooms. We just happen to have a married couple, says 11 there. And maybe another married couple could go here, so that would be 12. We're having brownouts because of power issues. Oh, that's blocked by a cactus. Quest available. Bloodshed of Fortune. Grey Curro, first chief of Urkamo Pact, wants you to help save one of her caravans. The caravan is being hunted near Hope by 3 groups of wasters from Psych Group. Grey wants you to signal the wasters to draw them away from the caravan and towards you. The first group of wasters is composed of 2 pirate gunners, 5 scavenger gunners, and 1 waster grenadier. 2 similar-sized groups will follow soon after. If you accept, the wasters will arrive in 3 days. Wow. That will give me... I can get a telescope, a piano, a stone skin gland. The bionic gland releases chemical and nanomachines that transform the user's skin into a built-in suit of armor. The whole epidermis thickens and hardens to resist burns, while jointed exterior keratin plates form everywhere they can, including the head and face. While it's very difficult to physically hurt someone using this implant, the plates and hard skin significantly reduce the user's physical attractiveness. Well, yeah, I bet. Or I can get a shield belt and a flat screen TV. I'm going to think about this one. I have to think about it for 5 days. Because I have to prioritize here. So I was talking about how many bedrooms I have. So this is a what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I know I need a prison. Because we seem to be having a lot of prisoners these days. Why do I have these 2 bedrooms here? Why is that? I have to think that through. Why do I have 2 bedrooms here? Was that just for overflow in case we had people? Extra people? I mean, I'm okay with doing that. I think we should have this. These people right here. But I mean, could I put those what are they? Biosculpting pods? I want enough for 12 people. I only could fit 10 in here. This is not the right room design for that. I have all of this here, just junking up everything. I have a hospital, which only has 4 hospital beds, so that's something we need to think about changing to get this as a fully functioning hospital. That's fine. Maybe this storage room becomes no longer the storage room, and we put all of our storage in this bigger room down here instead. There's plenty of room for it. And it's like they're either walking here to get whatever they need, or they're walking here. I mean, from here or here to here is the same thing. And it's right by the bedrooms. So let's copy the settings, paste here, and then double check it. I really just don't want food here, but everything else can go here. No medicine or drugs. Textiles? Nope, I don't want textiles here either. I could be smart too and say that, you know what, the basic subcore doesn't go here either. Or a standard subcore. Before I forget, those would go like here. Zone. You know, like right here. So put like the subcore chip, basic subcore will go here. Okay, that's smarter. Raw resources. I don't want plant matter in here. Stone blocks is fine. And then all the other stuff, jade and gold and all that, that's fine. Items. Unfinished items? Yeah, I'm not going to care too much about that right now. No toxic waste packs. Weapons, apparel, buildings, fine. Everything's good. Okay, good. Okay. Now this room, let's see how we would redesign this to be for biosculpting pods. Because everybody needs their own. So, I mean, I just want to maybe think about what's the width here? So it's 6. So it's 6 by 2 for the biosculpting pod, and then they have to sit in it. So let's plan this. 11. If I put a 1 like that, let me draw it out actually. If I put 1 like that, another one like that, they have the little seat there that they need. So I can't block it. I don't think I can block it, so I have to do that then. And that fits 4. And I would need to make the doorway here instead. And we make like a hallway there. That fits 4. But I want enough for 12. I want enough for 12 people because that's what's going to be, that's going to be how many kind of like beds I'm going to make sure I have. So it's going to say there's going to be a hallway there. So if we do 3 that away. So that's 4, 7. It's 10. That's not, this is not very efficient, but it's gonna, I think, gonna be the best way to do it. I'm really investing heavily in this because I do think what's gonna happen is over time that like just pull an example here. Phil. He has a bad back and he has hearing loss. So his movement is 86 because of his bad back, and his left foot has issues. He has scars. If he was healed, his movement wouldn't be 86%. It would be 100%. And instead of moving at 4.13, he would move at like 4 point, maybe 3 or 4.2, 4.4. So I don't know. It seems worth it to me. I do think what's going to have to happen is I do think what's going to have to happen is I make a hallway here. I have the little pods this way. It's got to be a better way to do this. But they all need their pods, like they all need to be able to sit at their pods. I think. Maybe that's a question. Let's put one down and see if it needs to be overlapped that way. Like, see the little seat there? Oh, I don't want to do that. Cancel. Biosculptor pod. I also wonder if they're not is there an option to not biotune them and it just takes a little bit longer? If that's the case, then I'll make a nice room with just like 4 of them. And then that's that. Let's put one right here. And that'll be my last act of this episode. So let's see what this Biosculptor pod looks like. Okay, I'm really curious about this. Good experiment. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. Inspired taming, Andra. Thanks to a high mood, Andra has experienced an inspiration. She will successfully tame the next animal regardless of difficulty. Okay, do we have anything on the map that we want to make sure we actually tame? A Mega Sloth. I don't really want to have to worry about keeping it happy. I know it's a good fighter, but Mega Sloth wool. I mean, is there? Let me look at the tailor bench. Let's look at pants, for example. Change it to, is there a Mega Sloth wool? Okay. So what's the difference between the Devil Strand and that? I mean, there's a significant difference that I wouldn't really want to use it, so I really don't care about that. Is there anything else I want to make sure that I tame? I think I should tame this Mega Sloth and figure out how to keep it happy. Oh, I can't. She needs to be level 10. Okay. I don't want to waste it. How about this donkey right here? Can't tame, not enough food. Okay, fine. Alright, anyway. Going back to what I was doing. Biosculptor pod. We don't have enough components. We need 4. So the other thing here I could think about is, for example, the components. If we make one zone, like one thing right there, it'll make the room ugly, I think. To have steel. But let's see how that would work out. Let's do steel, clear everything, do steel here. We'll make it preferred. And then that way, when he wants to make components, he can just grab the steel from right there. Look at that clean sweeper go. Okay, the biosculptor pod just needs 80 more steel and 4 components. Come on, Zega. That's a lot of work, actually. What is going on? Big lightning storm. Reg, you okay? In your little spot? Yeah, he's perfectly fine. Like, he could care less what's going on in the rest of the world. Almost done. First person that's going in there is Phil. Although, maybe I should check that. Let's see. Who has issues? Fluff? Wonder if that would get rid of Go Juice addiction. There it is. Biosculptor pod. Nutrition. What does that mean? We have to load nutrition? Oh, I guess because you're going to be in the pod. Sure. Let's load some food up. Somebody's loading it, I think. Galvin. Growth moment for Tiffy. Tiffy has reached a biological age of 10 and has experienced a growth moment. She has shown some personal development and wants to keep learning about helping funny kids. Tiffy enjoys playing cards with friends. Tiffy's now old enough to do the following work: doctor, warden, construct, and art. Choose one skill for Tiffy to increase her passion for. Choose a trait for Tiffy to gain. So I can actually increase her passion for medical. And what trait does she want to gain? Either no trait, night owl, iron-willed, or slothful. I mean, iron-willed. Great. Okay, the lifter is actually prioritized to fill up this little bio thing. Ready for cycle selection. Phil, let's after you're done with that duster. You know what? No, you're going now. We've been waiting long enough. What does it mean? Enter Biosculptor pod for medic cycle. Enter Biosculptor pod for age reversal cycle. Cannot start bioregeneration cycle. Missing required research bioregeneration. What does a medic cycle do though? It's not clear on what that actually does, a medic cycle. We're almost done with regeneration, though. Is Rice research? Anybody researching? No, not yet. Okay. Actually, I do want to deconstruct all of that right there. Lifter's being recharged. The Constructoid is dormant self-charging because there's only one charger. I knew that was going to happen. We talked about it. Come on, I need somebody to just do a little more research. And then Phil gets to regenerate. There's an eclipse. That's okay. Rice, come on, wake up. There's cloth. Finally have cloth. I need Rice to wake up. Finish researching bioregeneration. And then I could to get Phil into a bioregeneration cycle. And then we'll see what happens. We're at 3850 out of 4,000. $3,900. Is she gonna make it before she wants to go to sleep? $3,950. $3,997. Done. Unlock the Biosculptor's pod's bioregeneration cycle. The cycle heals old scars, regenerates small lost body parts like fingers and toes, and cures many of the physical maladies that come with old age. I'm assuming that's talking about bad back and hearing loss. We're going to find out. Phil. Oh no, you need Glitter World medicine to do a bioregeneration cycle. Okay, that's fine. How do I do that? How do I make that? Am I not able to make that? You can't make Glitter World medicine? Oh well. Alright, well that was a little bit of a bust, but we're still going to put him in there for something. How about we put him in there for a medic cycle? Let's see what that even does. I mean, he has a scratch scar, some hearing loss, and a bad. So he only has one scar. I'm gonna put. I think I might want to put. I'm gonna put Phil in there for a medic cycle. Oh, okay. So it tells us at least. Phil does not have any conditions that can be healed by a medic cycle. Do you want to continue? No. Alright, how about somebody like Fluff? She doesn't have anything either. Okay, so let's keep going. Neither does Martin. Zyph. Andra. Zega. Galvin. Rice, and Alessia. Okay, so this is basically useless right now to me. I'm not doing pleasure cycles. Age reversal. Now, why is it letting him do age reversal? No, you're not doing that. So Phil is able to do age reversal. Huh. Will that reverse hearing loss and bad back? We'll find out. Phil, go ahead, go in. Tell Andra where you're going. Did you tell Andra where you're going? She's going to wonder where you're going. You should really probably tell her. Where? Oh, you didn't tell her. Okay. Okay, well, we fought against 9 raiders. We built another geothermal generator, so our power grid is now very stable. We have a clean sweeper. Fluff has changed her focus to be a constructor instead of a cleaner, because now we have the clean sweeper. Things are going. We have hay going here. Everybody's being fed. And we seem to be in good shape. So that's going to be it for this episode. Join me next time when we see what happens to Phil in this Biosculptor pod, ending in 8 days to reverse his old age. Be sure to subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.